Hey guys, it's Mike with Redneck Politics, where real American voices matter. And today we're definitely going to get into this with the war in Iran, because we are still not getting any confirmation on why we're doing what we're doing. It all keeps just going back into the lap of Netanyahu, kissing up to Trump to get Trump to help him attack Iran. I mean, when they had the 12-day war last year, I'm not even sure if it was a year ago, at that time we were attacking because any day now they were going to have the stuff to make a nuclear warhead, and we couldn't have that. So what do? We go over there with Israel and we flatten everything. Our government, Israel's government, they all get on TV saying, hey, it's over with. What we set out to do, we accomplished. We have destroyed their nuclear capability. We've flattened it. No more. That was their reason and justifications for doing what they did then. Now you get Witkoff, not even a week ago, gets on national television and tells people, well, they should have nuclear capabilities in about a week from now if we don't stop them. And that kind of shit right there, is why most people here in the United States does not trust this government, this administration, because they'll stand there and they'll lie to you like a dog and expect you to believe it. Like everybody else is just, they don't matter, their feelings don't matter, they're just dumbasses. That's all they tell them. Anything you want to fucking tell them, and they'll listen. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's the way it's been for years and years and years, especially in our government. But I've never seen it to the point and to the degree where it is right now with what we have going on. A Wars Act bill was brought to the floor today, and it got knocked down. And what that bill would have done is put some guardrails up for Trump and him having to now bring Congress into the fold to explain just what the fuck he's doing. But no, you got majority in the House Republicans, you got majority in the Senate Republicans, and now he's using Congress the way he should have been using them this whole fucking time. But instead, he's just done exactly what he's wanted. He's made him and his family vastly wealthy. He is the most powerful man in this country, in this world. But there are some things that he's doing that puts Americans in harm's way. I'll give you an example. 1979, we're going to have a regime change in Iran, America, Israel. Well, that didn't work out too damn well. And so during all this, the Iranians captured a whole bunch of American citizens, and held them in Iran for over a year, until the election occurred between the Democrat President Jimmy Carter and now the Republican running for president, Ronald Reagan. Well, Ronald Reagan won, and there was a deal that helped. If Reagan won, that they were going to be able to implement and get all the hostages back, and that's exactly what happened. But the agreement was that we just really leave them and that regime alone. So we get our hostages back. Now, throughout all these fucking years, they have been a terroristic group. They have supported, backed, helped, aided, abetted national terrorists throughout this whole world, who have caused a lot of damage, who has caused a lot of deaths, a lot of hurt. And they needed to be taken down. But where's the planning? Where's the strategy? Where is it that we attack a country and we don't even have a fucking plan? You should have, first and foremost, before you ever push one of them buttons to send a missile into Iran, how come we did not focus on getting these Americans out into safety first? Now you got them running all over the place trying to get out themselves. Sure, the American they're there now, trying to help as much as possible. But if you'd have done it the right way, we would not be in this situation here. And right now, it is chaotic. And as you have a lot of families who have a lot of fear that they could lose a loved one due to all the inadequate behavior by a Trump administration who is hell-bent determined to tear down our democracy and live by their rules and their rules only. And we can't have that. First they started out saying this Iran war was going to be 2 or 3, 4 days. Now it's, Hex is saying, oh, well, we just getting started now, shit. And trust me, in the past 2 or 3 days, they done sent 3,000 or 4,000 rockets. We done spent some money over there so far. And the thing I don't want more than anything, and I know it's coming, is boots on the ground in fucking Iran. I don't understand what Congress is doing. I don't understand what the damn Republicans are doing. You don't have to not be for Trump. You don't have to be not in his corner. You don't have to be against. You just have to know when it's time to rein shit in, because it's getting out of hand. And that's what's going on. And instead of doing that, they just give him another pass. But yet you Republicans want to sit there behind the scenes and whine and cry and every damn thing else. The only person you got happy right now is Lindsey Graham. That son of a bitch is jumping for joy, because he is getting a war that he has wanted. It is crazy with this. There's a lot of it you can really question. There's a lot of it that I'm sure is good, authentic information, that was given to us to help us, succeed in what we're doing. We have one of the best militaries in the world. We are the finest military in the world. But let's not be foolish. I understand you show strength, but you also show strength through compassion and caring and helping, your fellow American or your fellow world neighbor. I mean, that's the deal. We're all here on Earth, trying to have a good life, be a part of a good life, to help others to have a good life, to be there. We all want to be able to live. But when you have people who run into a situation with blinders on, this is not fighting Venezuela. This is nowhere near Venezuela. All Venezuela did was get his little pee-pee hard. thinking that now he can go shove that sumbitch up in Iran, and Iran just ain't gonna take it like that, man. There's 90 million people over there, and even if you can sit here all day long and tell me, I know, but some of them folks over there don't even like their regime. Yeah, you're right. There is a bunch of them like that. But there's also a whole hell of a lot of them that was raised up thinking that what the Iranian government preached to them is gospel. It's their country. Yes, we need to let them figure it out. Yes, we need to be supportive just like we are in Ukraine. But let's not put our necks on the fucking chopping block without trying to think about every different situation and what the outcome may be and how we can make it better. Right now, it's just like Trump's sitting there at his desk just pushing this. Well, we're going to hit the Epstein button today, and we're going to hit the Ukraine war today. Oh, we're going to hit. We're going to give Argentina $50 million. Oh man, we're going to set Qatar up with a air force with a base in Utah. What about this? You see what I'm saying? And this is every day. You know, I want to talk about the war. I want to say, hey, y'all doing this wrong. You know, I don't believe fighting terrorists. If you're doing that, there's no way you can be wrong. But what's your reasoning? You've got everybody here in the States and across the world really going, what the fuck is going on? You know, it comes down to BB. What did BB want? Huh? What the fuck did BB want? I mean, BB gave Trump a lot of money, you know, for his campaign to ensure that there's some kind of favor out there. No different than, you know, Qatar giving Trump that goddamn $500 million plane, and now he's talking about planting them a few runways over in Utah. People, are y'all hearing this shit? It's just, it's crazy. We have let this man run so rogue that now I'm not even sure people can even get him wrong in. You got Rand Paul and Massey and Tilley. You got a lot of hardline Republicans who are pushing up against this damn administration. And what gets me is their numbers are so low and they know it. And yet they're not concerned about it. They're losing races that should be close, but they got their doors blown off. And they're not freaking out about it. The only thing they are freaking about is having ICE set up at these voting centers. They want ID, birth certificates, well, just whatever. You know, you can believe this, and you can comment on if you want. That's okay. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and you have the right to say it too. Trump is not walking away, people. He's not walking away. I'm telling you now, he's got too much to lose if he does. And he's got every fucking thing to gain if he stays. But see, we've got to be prepared for that. And that's why I keep preaching 2026. That is one of the most important midterm elections that we have. So guys, we got to make a showing. We got to get out there. And we got to do our job come November. And so far, what has turned out for the early primaries and stuff, where last year I think Texas only got like 900,000 Democrats to turn out in the midterms. This year is 2.4 million. So we've doubled that over as far as turnout. And I really believe, and this is Republicans and Democrats turning out. Yeah, Republicans too. There are Republicans that are going to vote on the Democrat ticket this year because they know Look, you don't get a disapproval rating of 37% nationwide in the United States and think that you're going to stay in office and win through a valid election. That's not going to happen. There's a lot going on with Trump and his family right now, and I'm just telling you, be aware of everything and don't be surprised about a damn thing. If y'all like this kind of content, hit that alert button, hit that like. I need it. That's what counts for my algorithms, okay? And yeah, I need the subscriptions. I do. I work hard to do this. I work to bring you this information, and I try to always make sure that I have the facts, or I don't put it on here. You know, nobody gives me money. I don't have a sponsor. I don't have a team. I do it all myself. I appreciate any comments you give me, any feedback that you can give me. It doesn't matter, negative or positive. This is where real American voices matter, and this is where you matter, no matter whether you're a Republican, Democrat, or independent. It doesn't matter. So please, hit that subscribe button. Guys, y'all take care. Number love and peace, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.